Most last month strategies do one of the two things. Either they assume your preparation is complete, that is, you studied everything and gave mocks seriously, or they assume you have done nothing at all, that is, you are starting from the scratch. But for most students, neither is true. Your preparation is broken into pieces. Some subjects are done, some chapters are done. A lot is uneven. This video is for that situation. This video is about increasing your odds of success by controlling the damage you have already done. At this point, you might be thinking, what's actually different about this video? And honestly, that's a fair question. This isn't about the motivation, it is about the truth and action. You can keep thinking, I should have studied earlier, or you can study and score. Let's start with the physics. Physics is one of the most solvable subjects in the exam. Most questions are straightforward. They get left mainly because you don't know the concept or the formula. So the goal is clear. Complete physics. I have linked a playlist that helps you cover each chapter within about 3 hours along with the questions. This isn't about the perfection. It is about the coverage without wasting time. This is where most students waste the most time. Watching 8 to 10 hour problem solving marathons, hoping ideas will magically click later. That doesn't happen. For physical chemistry, use a short revision video only to recall the formulas and the basic concepts. That's the entire purpose of the video. After that, jump straight into questions. Try solving first. If you are stuck, check the solution. Inorganic chemistry is largely about memory. Understanding alone doesn't convert to marks here. Pick up the NCRT and study directly. Use PYQs to decide what actually matters and what doesn't. If you don't understand a specific topic, watch a video only for that topic, not the whole lecture. Clarify it, then come back to the book. As you solve more questions, you will naturally remember what shows up repeatedly and what doesn't. And that is how inorganic becomes manageable. This is the most dreaded subject for many students, mostly because they never move past GOC. So that is where we will start. Watch the attached GOC video and practice PYQs along with it. GOC controls how reaction behave. Without it, nothing else sticks. For later chapters, don't try to become Walter White. You do not need to deeply understand every reaction mechanism. You just need to learn patterns. Learn what a reagent does to a functional group, and that's the priority. For example, in the first reaction, the reagent stops the reaction at aldehyde, and in the consecutive reaction, aqueous Br2 oxidizes aldehyde to acid. Try to remember these patterns, and that is how organic becomes predictable. For detailed heavy chapters like salt analysis, practical organic chemistry, I have linked a separate playlist. Finally, the most haunted subject for most students, mathematics. And the only way through it is simple. Jump straight into questions. At this stage, the single biggest improvement comes from exposure. And for that, you already know the answer, PYQs. Start solving them. Keep your notes alongside if you need support. And when you get stuck, don't sit there thinking forever. First, take a hint. If that doesn't work, look at the solution and understand how the question was solved. Identify the key idea. Recognize the pattern. Then come back later and try the same question again, especially the ones you couldn't solve the first time. Avoid long problem solving marathons. They create the illusion of effort, not the actual progress. Just do the goddamn practice. Now comes the most important part of the process, mock test. You give tests to understand where you stand. What problems are you actually going to face in the exam? Give mocks once or twice a week. That's enough. If you don't have test series, use the previous year papers. They are more than sufficient. But understand this clearly. Mocks without feedback are meaningless. And the feedback comes from analysis. After every mock, analyze mistake on these parameters: concept gaps, time management, calculation errors, silly mistakes. This tells you why marks are being lost. Then fix the patterns that repeat, not the individual question, not scores. This isn't about miracles. It is about consistency, feedback, and focusing on the few things that actually move your score. You don't need to do everything, you need to do the right things repeatedly. All the resources are linked below. Good luck.